At 46, she walked away from Hollywood and spent half a century forgotten. Then, at 86, one phone call turned her into an icon all over again. This is the story of Gloria Stuart, and it destroys the idea of being too late. In 1996, James Cameron was casting the most expensive movie ever made, Titanic. He had his young star, Kate Winslet, but he still needed old Rose. Not just a narrator, he needed a face that carried 84 years of memory, a woman who could hold an entire lifetime in her eyes. He found Gloria Stuart. She was 86 years old. Most people didn't recognize her name. By then, she'd been gone for 50 years. Gloria Stuart was a star in the 1930s. She lit up the screen in classics like The Invisible Man. But in 1946, at the height of her fame, she walked away from Hollywood. Hollywood offered beauty, but not artistry. So she chose obscurity over compromise. For 5 decades, she lived as a painter, a sculptor, an artist in silence. Then Cameron called. Gloria read the script and understood immediately. Old Rose wasn't about acting, it was about reflection, about looking back across a century and explaining how one moment shaped everything. "I can do this," she said, and she did. Her performance is the quiet spine of Titanic. When she says, "It's been 84 years," it isn't a line, it's a memory. At 86, she knew exactly what it meant to carry time in your voice. When Titanic premiered, it became a global phenomenon, and Gloria Stuart, absent for half a century, became an Academy Award nominee at 87, the oldest ever in her category. She didn't win the Oscar, but she won something else: vindication. "It's never too late," she said later. "Age is irrelevant when you have something to say." She passed away at 100 years old, a perfect century. 2 careers, one that began at 25 and one that made her immortal at 86. Gloria Stuart's life whispers a radical truth. Your greatest chapter may begin when everyone else thinks the story is over. Sometimes the comeback takes 50 years, and sometimes it's worth the wait.